back, everybody. This is low growl, and this is kind of a whisper and low growl at once. But tonight we doing some binaural ASMR. I'm gonna be talking in this ear. I'm gonna be talking in this ear. I'm gonna be tapping in this ear. I'm gonna be tapping in this ear. And right now, I got a little treat for you, for those OGs who've been along for the ride since the beginning. One of the first things I ever did on this channel was when I was searching for ideas to make some tapping sounds and stuff like that. I went to Michael's and I bought some wood slats. This is the original packaging. The original packaging, ripped at the side. Got a little bit of dust on it because I haven't pulled these babies out in a long time. So I figured for my new subscribers, these slats were one of the first triggers I did on one of my oldest videos. I deleted that video along with some others that some of my older subscribers, they really liked them, and I had no idea how much these individuals like these videos, so it was a stupid move. I was trying to figure out a way to kind of bolster my channel so that I would start getting more views and stuff. Looking at these videos from different people talking about how to boost your views, everybody knows all the answers, right? But instead of just privating those videos or unlisting those videos like a dummy, I deleted those videos. It was a lot of them too, y'all. I apologize. But these slats, you can see I took different material and covered them, except for this one here. I left one is the original wood, and then you got the gator skin, the green velvet, the red. It's not burlap, but it looks like it up close. And then this silky type of, I guess it's like a polyester type of fabric. Let me see. Yeah. But I'm gonna start off with some tapping sounds from the black silky polyester. Okay. I remember I glued them up and everything, tried to make it look all nice. I think it came out looking good. Oh man, it's been so long. Nice to hear you again, buddies. But tonight I thought I'd do a little tapping, a little bit of whispering for old time's sake. A couple of people really liked the binaural sounds from the last video that I did with I think it was hand sounds or mouth sounds of all kinds. I don't even remember. I think it was hand sounds. I've just been trying to be busy lately though, getting these videos out. I think I like this better than the nails. So that's the fingernails. That's the fingernails with me holding it and bracing it. That's the fingernails without me bracing it. Can you tell the difference? And this is the fingertips. The fingertips. Back in those earlier years when I was first starting, something that always kind of stuck on my mind, and I think it crosses every new ASMR artist's mind, is what makes a video take off or what makes a channel take off. Because I've witnessed it happen. Y'all know who Sufficient Whispers is. I believe I actually started my channel before he did, and he watched one of my videos, and it was something that I quoted. I don't even know if I had a video up anymore, but it was something that I quoted that really stuck with him, and he mentioned me on his channel, and I got some subscribers from over there. But Sufficient Whispers, his channel just took off. Now, given he does have a very unique whisper, the way he talks is like very sticky sounding, which is unique. And he does some interesting rambles. He has some pretty good stories. And I noticed his rambles were getting a lot of views and stuff. So at some point, I just kind of guess it became like his slogan or something. The case makes good sounds, or this box makes good sounds, or something of that nature. But I've heard other people say it in their videos, and it's like, what makes a video of this guy just tapping on a headphone case just suddenly take off? And people saying, man, you're underrated, man, you're the best ASM artist, or you're the all those other great kind things people say. It's like, I think for anybody doing any genre of ASMR, not ASMR, but any type of videos on YouTube, everybody kind of wonders, like, what is the key? That's why those type of videos get so much traction, is because everybody's trying to figure out how to unlock high subscriber counts and engagement, and how to kind of break through that wall, so that you can kind of get to a place where you can either do your YouTube channel full time, or at least make some type of money from the time you're investing in it. I started my channel because I went through a hard time. I had lost a job and I couldn't sleep. It was a very hurtful experience. I felt everything. I felt betrayed. I felt lied on. It made me like kind of look at myself like, man, did I inadvertently say something to somebody? Like, what in the world made people act like this and get me fired? But in the long term, I realized that it was necessary because it improved my relationship with my family. It was so worth it. I'm so glad I lost that job, because it was affecting me in ways I did not foresee. But yeah, everybody wants to have their breakthrough moment on their channel. Alright, we're gonna go to the next board. We're gonna go to the green felt. I'm trying to stay focused. But my bad. But as far as like what's gonna make your channel really take off, perseverance. For some, it'll be a matter of months. For others, it'll be a matter of years. But as long as you don't give up, and I think that applies to life in general, for the most part, as long as you don't give up, you can reach your goal. And I don't think reaching 100K on my ASMR channel is too great of a goal that can be accomplished. It's just a matter of giving the people what they want, which is ASMR. I think I started rambling too much on my channel, and then I got to experimenting and doing things where I was kind of putting my own wants and needs first. But when you're doing a channel, you can't do that. It's just like business. The customer's always right. You got to give the customers what they want. And y'all want ASMR. I was giving you conversations and rambles and updates on my business ventures and all this other stuff. Y'all didn't come here for all that. Not that none of you were interested in it, but that is not it's an ASMR channel. So I need to focus on what it's really supposed to be. And I lost sight of that. But hey, we focus now. And the ASMR is what I'm trying to give you now. Before I do another ramble, because I do have something to catch all up on. A lot of great things happened in my life. You can look at, you see the background that I got now. I finally have a dedicated office space in my house. I actually took up some of the space in my home gym that I put together during COVID times. I took a piece of equipment out and made some space so I can have a dedicated desk and everything with my new ideas. And y'all tell me, please let me know in the comments if this is anything that you're interested in, okay? I'm throwing them out there. I'm probably gonna do all of them anyway. But here we go. So the tapping video, which was what I'm doing right now, but of course, there's infinite things you can tap on. Liquids, ASMR, messing around with liquids and liquid sounds. Keyboard sounds. I have a mechanical keyboard now, but I also have a laptop that I believe has the standard membrane keyboard. So I think those are interesting sounds. I used to really enjoy listening to keyboard and sounds, but I think I'm immune to ASMR at this point. Fathering daughters ASMR. If you're a girl dad like me, I've learned a lot over the years raising my girls. I'm still raising, I'm still dealing with things. But my oldest is about to turn 21 in May. I have a daughter that just turned 18. She's a senior high school getting ready to graduate. I have a sophomore that's 16 and going through their different stages of life where their attitudes changed and they started acting different. It took a lot to kind of get an understanding and to meet them where they are, because I'm kind of like, what'd you say? Why are you acting like that? Telling my wife, you better talk to your daughter, because I'm about to snatch her. And then she'd kind of talk with me about things, and I would kind of be like, okay, all right, I get it. And I ain't gonna even get into it no more than that, but the trials and tribulations of raising daughters, from the type of guys they need to be, like the type of traits you need to be looking for when you get ready to date a young man, to having self-respect and not getting caught up in this social media world that has you second guessing everything about yourself and trying to find value and validation in people you don't even know and don't even care about you. Talking about faith, all that kind of stuff. Alright. Fathering your sons. I have one son. He's 19. He's in college. He got a full scholarship to go play drums. And he's dealt with some interesting things. And it was interesting figuring out what to instill in him as he grew up, especially in this time where a lot of young men, and I would say in society in general, they're kind of being softened quite a bit. Masculinity being demonized, but we need the masculine as well as the feminine. They complement each other. So teaching him without trying to turn him into like some red pill woman hating type of person, just a well-rounded, respectful, self-respecting, fruitful member of society. You know what I mean? Then we have a cologne video, because some of my bottles are running dry and I gotta re-up on some of this stuff. So I want to do a video covering some of my colognes that I need to get more of, but also get some suggestions on some new colognes that I may want to try to get. I'm working again, so I got a little bit of money. I can get me a couple of bottles. We got the sound library part 2 coming up. I'm excited about that. Soft reading, that's something that I did in the early stages of my channel. I actually got pretty good views on I was reading a story, the something princess. It was something that a subscriber requested, but it got a good amount of views. But I want to go back to read it because people like to hear me talk, and they like the low growl. People like to hear the low growl. So reading some books in my regular speaking voice, it ought to be nice. All right, let's go to the next board. This is the silver gator skin. And I'm not so much as tapping on this as putting my nails across the texture. I'll tap it though. I got this one. It just looked interesting. It looked cool to me. So I just said, hey, let's get these things. Look at that. It's like a little gator skin sandwich. But yeah, I was excited about this when I did the boards and early on. But let me know out of those topics which one piques your interest the most, and I'll try to do those first. Especially those fathering videos. When I looked at my analytics, 96% of my audience are young men and older men from the ages of 18 to, I think it's 18 to 25, and then 25 to 35 or 45. It's a pretty nice range of people that watch the video as far as guys, and I have some women watching as well. But I know a lot of you may have kids, and it's challenging out here trying to figure out how to raise them. But I have learned a lot over the years. I've been involved with my kids heavily since they were born. I'm talking everything from sports to PTA to their dating lives. My kids are so comfortable talking to me. When my daughters first started their cycles, they would come and tell me every time, "Hey daddy, my period started." I'm like, "Oh Lord, hey, good, cool, thanks for telling me," but just building up that trust and everything. So I know that can be some value to some people, but just let me know. Oh man, the YouTube game is something else. There are also other ASMR channels that I've seen, and I think it doesn't have to be a channel, it can just be something that you do, but the effort you put in and the quality of what you put in is just better than some of the stuff you've seen. And I'm not going to name any names or tear anybody down because we work with what we have. But there have been times when I'm just like, man, why is it that so many people love this video? Again, it just brings you back to the answer of you just don't know what's gonna kick off for you. This could be the very video that really starts a new pulse or a new surge in my channel subscriptions. But nowadays it's not even about the subscribers anymore. It's about the engagement. It's about the likes and the comment section. The more that people interact with you, the more the algorithm pushes your videos. So that's why I say, hey, I honestly rather see more engagement and likes than subscribers. But subscribers look great too, because when you got a lot of subscribers, people look at that as kind of like a litmus test of if your channel is of any quality. If you have over X amount of subscribers, people take you more serious, and that's just the way it is. Like I've seen people I've never heard of, and they got millions of subscribers, and I'm more likely to click on that channel because I'm like, man, what have I been missing out on, or what does this person do that got them to that point? Maybe there's some value here that I could glean from. I would say the biggest lesson as I'm coming back into doing the videos is don't compare yourself. Even though it's so hard not to, but you gotta just keep on pushing and doing you. I can only be myself, and my audience, I gotta trust that my audience will find me. So if you're seeing this video and you've been down with me for a while, but you haven't been commenting lately or anything, just drop down in the comments and just say hi or give a thumbs up. Let me know that you're still breathing. And if you're new to the channel, by all means, drop my list. Please give it a like and drop a comment so I can second video didn't do half that, and every video after that did not do 1,000 views. And I'm like, why? What was it? You just never know, man. I'm telling you. You can watch all the videos you want to and look at all the tips and all the tricks and all the clickbait and everybody telling you to turn this setting on, and everybody just copying each other, just desperate for those clicks, man. But it's like, just be consistent. And that sounds lame, right? But I mean, with anything in life, if you want results, you got to be consistent. It just is what it is. From fitness to trying to grow a plant, you got to be consistent. So that's all I can do, and try to give you guys ASMR. Now, this is the raw wooden board, and for some reason it's my favorite. Enjoyed the smell of freshly cut wood, freshly cut grass and stuff like that, sawdust. And I guess raw wood just has that rustic feel to it. Who knows what the future holds, guys, but it feels good to be back doing the ASMR channel, posting videos up here. I was in a weird place for a while, trying to figure out what the next steps were, because it's more things that I want to do, and YouTube is just a great opportunity to, if you can stay with it long enough and provide some quality, you can make a living out of here. That's what I like to do. But I also got a lot of other things I want to do as well. It's almost like I got too many ideas. Fun fact, I recorded this video once already. I swore I clicked start recording and I sat here for about 30 minutes to 40 minutes. I looked down, the button said start recording. Oh my. What a sinking feeling that was. It just made my heart drop, and I was like, oh man, no. I couldn't believe it. I was appalled. But then I said, you know what? I got to get this video done, because y'all need some ASMR on Monday. Right now it's Sunday night, April the 6th. is a planner that I got. It says, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. For those that don't know, I'm not ashamed to admit that I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. It's the most important thing in my life. My relationship with God is the most important thing in my life, and it's been that relationship that's carried me through all these hardships, including the very thing that got me started with ASMR, so I'll never be ashamed to talk about my faith. However, it's an ASMR channel, so it's like I don't want to be too heavy-handed with all that type of thing, but I thought it was important that you all know that, because some of you might be believers, and iron sharpens iron. I believe that most people are out here trying to just live and let live. I don't believe there's people out here necessarily trying to, like, I don't get most of my news from mainstream media anymore because they try to frighten us so much. There's always fear. And God has not given us a spirit of fear. So when I see myself making decisions based out of fear, I reevaluate my position and I say, hold on. I shouldn't be doing anything out of fear. Faith is important, folks. I'm telling you, especially in the times we live in, faith is very important. And one very important thing for me is just an interesting fact. Some of y'all might not have thought about it before, but even if you go to church, 95% of your walk with God takes place just you and Him while you're out here living this life, while you're going to work, while you're going to school, while you're being a son, while you're being a daughter, while you're being a father, while you're being a mother or uncle or a brother. Whatever life has us doing, whatever our lot in life is, our faith is proven in the day-to-day, not in a message that hypes us up on the weekend. So what I've learned over the years is my faith is proven as I walk through life, trying to make good decisions, trying to do right. I'm not trying to earn my salvation. I'm just trying to live and be more Christ-like in my motives, in my actions, and in my thoughts. And by reading my word, I learn what God expects of me, and I learn what I can expect of Him. Do I have all the answers? Never. Nobody does. But we strive to be more like Him every day. That may turn some people off and turn some people away, and that's okay. That's okay. Because I'm not sitting here. I just want to be an example. I'm not here to preach at you. Matter of fact, I love you. I don't care what religion or what you believe. I treat people the same. I try to treat people with kindness and brotherly love and all that kind of thing. But I've had certain experiences that have solidified my faith, and that's the key. As you walk this walk, as I walk my walk, there are things that happen that have reinforced my faith to the point where I don't care what anybody says. I know God is real. But you'll never have those experiences or get to that place if you never spend time praying or fasting or reading your word. You'll never get to that place. So you'll always have doubts about God. But the closer you get to Him, The more you learn about him, the more he reveals himself, just like any other type of relationship. The more time you spend with a person, the more things you learn about them. And God wants to show himself to you as well. I'll end on that note. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm so glad that you watched the video. Let me know about those video topics, because if I get enough feedback, then I can figure out which one I want to do first. But if I don't get any feedback, I'll just do them as I feel led to. Okay, that's all for tonight. Y'all have a good one. Be safe, treat each other kindly, and I'll see you next time. Peace.